Hey, what's up everyone, YouTube? How y'all been? So there everyone, for those of you who do not know me and do not remember me, my name is Christian Dragoon, I'm Xaldin's best buddy and such. Before I do a better job at reintroducing myself, I want to do something that Xaldin asked me to do. He asked me to do a Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck profile, one of my decks on this channel for him, and because he's going to be a little bit busy, I apologize if the lighting is not really the best right now. My lamp's kind of fighting with me right now at the moment. He asked me to do a deck again, as I said. He asked me to do a deck profile for his channel of one of my decks right here. At first I want to do my Twilight Chaos Dragons, but I think I've already done that a year or two ago already, and I want to try something that's a little bit different for Xaldin's channel. So since his favorite type of monsters in Yu-Gi-Oh is normally spellcasters, yes, this is a dragon deck, but I figured why not do a deck that just happens to a dragon deck that just happens to revolve around Dark Magic Girl, and that is of course my DMG Hieratic deck. Now the goal of DMG Hieratics is, well, pretty much be like standard Hieratics, but with a small tech card of using Dark Magician Girl, so that way we can of course use the fabulous and awesome Dark Magician Girl, the Dragon Knight, and it is actually a very useful card in a deck like Hieratic. So it's something that's a little different than what most people normally do. So I'll do some explaining here and there to tell you all how it is such. And yeah, let's get straight to deck profile right now, shall we? Alright, start off with a monster lineup. Let's get everyone's favorite card out of the way real quick first. Start off with 2 copies of Dark Magician Girl. Now, you're not going to be able to use her ability to gain her 300 attack points for every Dark Magician in your grave ability, whatever such. But what she's mostly used for is, she's a level 6 monster, so you can use her for rank 6 or level 8 synchro plays to make your Exceed synchro plays all day long. And when you're done using her for your Exceed and synchro plays, you can play your Dragon's Mirror, remove her and another dragon that you need the least from your graveyard from play, and you can get your Dark Magician Girl, the Dragon Knight, and you can start wrecking the field right there. But for what it's worth, Dark Magician Girl is not a bad card. And another thing that I want to try to do with this deck in the near future is, since Dark Magician Girl is a dark attribute monster, if I were to do, let's say for example, sync Galaxy Serpent with her, I can bring out a synchro monster that requires dark non-tuners like Dark End Dragon, so that could give me some interesting tech cards that Heretics that don't normally get access to, and Dark Magician Girl could give me access to those kind of weird cards that could actually help Heretics out a little bit. So 2 Dark Magician Girls, of course. And then for the Heretic engine, we have, of course, the obviously standard that I think most people would know by now, the 3 Tough Nuits, 3 S sets, the 3 Sues. Help yourself your big plays, help yourself get your vanilla dragons out as fast as you possibly can, so you can do more Exceeds and synchro plays, and help you take care of some back row and some such. And here's a personal thing that I'm currently playing that not too many people play in their hitter decks for understandable reasons, but I find him still be good, and that is 3 copies of Nefab. I like Nefab right here because for many various reasons. One, he allows me to destroy monsters, and that gives me answers to certain things I don't want to deal with, like certain monsters I have a problem to deal with every now and then. And 2, he's an extra heretic. I can have him tribute off to do whatever effects I need to do instead of wasting my other sues and such, so I don't have that many sues when I do my whatevers. And he's a level 5 monster, so he gives me access to rank 5 Exceeds plays, or stinging him with a Galaxy Serpent for a level 7 synchro monster, or what was I going to say? Oh, and if I was playing Star Eater, I could sync Labrador Dragon with him, bring out Star Eater. I'm not playing Star Eater right now at the moment, but if I was playing Star Eater, I could definitely do that. And oh no, Netflix just allows me to set up some things. Oh no, this is just basically basic standard Heretic engine. Pop monsters, pop spell traps, use SS, so you have some more Exceed synchro plays, tap with your Cyber Dragon, all that sort of such. I think we all know the picture how Heretics function by now. So that's that, the Heretic engine. And since we are playing Heretics, why not have the vanilla dragons out? We have 1 Wattail Dragon, 1 Labrador, 1 Cursor Dragon, and 1 on Galaxy Server. So Galaxy Server, no explanation needed with him. Cursor Dragon, he's just there for in case something comes up where I need to go for a rank 5 Exceeds play. And if something comes up where I have these 2 guys together, I can go for a level 7 synchro play right there. So that always gives me options to do stuff. And it's just an all-around great extra vanilla monster I can just splash out such. Reason why I'm playing both Labrador Dragon and Whitetail Dragon is, one, I am taking a light Pulsar Dragon as well, so this gives me more options to have monsters be pitched with light Pulsar Dragon, so I can special light Pulsar Dragon. Also, in case if I do not have a Darkest Metal Dragon in my graveyard, I can actually have this guy be revived as light Pulsar Dragon, and then next turn I can just bring out S-Set, go for my tomb, and make my big push plays from there all day long. And yeah, he's just there for those kind of plays. Whitetail Dragon, he's just a typical good 25 beater that can just do some crazy stuff with. All in all, he's a great reliable guy to help you do your stuff with, and help you also some ranks like 6 plays. And the reason why I'm playing both of them, like normally in a typical good Heretic deck, unless you're playing Heretic Rulers or whatever, you normally need only one or the other. The only reason why I play both of them is because there is that occasion play where I could, especially someone Tefnuit, tribute some of the Sioux, and then get one of these two guys out, then tribute the Sioux, tribute summon Dark Magician Girl, and then bring out the other one of the other two. Keep in mind, Dark Magician Girl is not a dragon type. Dark Magician Girl, the Dragon Knight is, but not Dark Magician Girl herself. So you cannot overlay her with a vanilla dragon to bring out a tomb due to the fact that she's not a dragon. So when that comes out, you got these two guys to help you back up when that happens. And you can just be able to get to your further big plays from there. Next we have the one personal tech of Light Pulsar Dragon. He's actually not so bad in this deck right here. There is a little bit of darks in this deck, so this guy actually does see the ability of him being special summon himself very easily. You got the Light Pulsar, oh I'm sorry, you got the Labrador, you got the Darkest Metal Dragon, you have the Curse of Dragon, and you have, of course, your two Dark Magician Girls. So this guy does occasionally see play when you do one or the other with him and whatever such. And just all great card to be brought by a tomb whenever such. And he just makes your opponent pay so hard, or when your opponent tries to drop Dark Hole or Raigeki on you, get your Darkest Metal Dragon or Labrador Dragon, and just continue making big push plays from there. And of course, then the monster lineup, the one Darkest Metal Dragon, because, well, it's Darkest Metal Dragon. Don't think I need to explain about this guy. That's it for the monster lineup. For the spell lineup, we have 2 Dragon's Mirror, probably one of the key cards of the deck, not counting the obvious Heretic engine. Now, you could use this card, bring up 5-headed dragon if this extra deck was using 5-headed dragon, but it's just a thought. I don't think it's really needed to use 5-headed dragon. What this card is mostly used for is, of course, the Dark Magic Girl, the Dragon Knight. Wait till your Dark Magic Girl and another dragon in particular hits a graveyard, then play this card, remove those 2 guys, boom. You got your Dark Magic Girl, the Dragon Knight, ready to just beat the living hell out of your opponent all day long. So there's that. And then everything else, we have the 2 Heretic Seal Convocations, because you're playing the Heretics, so why not? Next we have 2 Winged Beat of Giant Dragons, a nice personal good decent tech card for this deck. Definitely combos out with Tefnuit very well. Definitely combos out with Darkest Metal Dragon after he's been brought out with Tomb and such. And helps you and other, of course, other Heretics in particular, or Light Pulsar if you need to resort to Light Pulsar. A really great card, help you deal with your opponent's back row, destroy your opponent's back row, and just proceed to do your big push plays all day long. 2 Stamina Destructions, 2 of a really great decent card for this deck right here. Destroy a back row card, and your opponent takes 500 to the face, so why not? Triple Forbidden Lands to protect you guys from whenever you're doing what you're doing. 3 MSTs for more back row hate. 2 personal attacks of enemy controller. Great card in this deck right here. You can either switch battle position of one of your opponent's monsters, or you can tribute out one of your monsters to take control of a monster your opponent controls. And you're playing Heretics, and your Heretics always go off whenever they get tributed. So let's say your opponent just happens to have a level 6 monster or such. Play enemy control, tribute, let's say you're Tefnuit, take their level 6 monster, your Tefnuit's effect will allow you to get your Galaxy Serpent, then sync that Galaxy Serpent with their level 6 monster, bring out your level 8 Synchro monster, or use enemy controller, take the level 6 monster, use Tefnuit's effect, bring out either Labrador or Whitetail instead, then overlay the Whitetail with that monster you took, bring out whatever rank 6 monster you need the most, and proceed to make your opponent cry right there. And to finish off the spell lineup, 1 Book of Moon, because it's Book of Moon. And that is it for the spell lineup. All I'm really doing for trap lineup is nothing really too special. Just 3 Reckless Greeds to help me draw my cards and such. It's not a bad card. I do love the fact that it allows you to draw 2 cards, but it kind of doesn't. But it kind of feels odd to me that I have to skip 2 draw phases when I do it. Like, It's not, man. It's not the end of the world, but I do think there might be cards that might be a little bit slightly better than this card. I'm debating on either World Decree or something else in particular that might be a little bit better. But for right now, for what it's worth, Reckless Greed is still not a bad card. It's still reliable, and it can still help you do what you need to do. Help you draw your 2 cards, and help you get into what you need to do the most. And that is it for the main deck. Now for the extra deck. For the extra deck, we have 3 Hieratic Dragon King of the Tombs. Part 1 of the idea, not counting Dark Magician Girl, the Dragon Knight. Part 1 of your key cards of the entire deck. Detach its succeeds material. Special summon 1 Dragon type monster from your deck to the field. And from there, you can just annihilate stuff. So, detach season materials, get whatever dragon, and just make a big push plays all day long. Now, a lot of people normally say only 2 is needed, and I'm not going to disagree with that. Sometimes only 2 is all you really need in a good Hieratic deck. Right now, I just have a tendency of playing 3. I might consider taking the 3rd one out. I'm not 100% sure yet, but for right now, 3 is working out pretty well with me. And then we have the 1 Gaia Thunder Charger, just a backup for your tombs or your rank 5 Seas monsters. You only really need only just 1 Gaia, because you don't often come in situations where you actually do need more than 1. But the 1 Gaia is still there whenever you need it. Rest of rank 6s, we have the 1 Potami and 1 Photon Strike Bouncer, just because they're your typical good rank 6 Seas monsters. For rank 5s, for the occasional rank 5s, 1 Keeper Genesis, 1 Volcanosaurus. Again, because they are good rank 5 Seas monsters, and gotta have good rank 5s if you have access rank 5s in a deck like this. And that is all I'm really doing for Seas monsters. For Synchro monsters, very much a little bit more little, but it's pretty much explanatory. For Synchros, for level 7s, we have 1 Black Rose, in case we need to go boom boom, and a 1 tech of Explorer Dragonwing. Now, I wanted to go for that Arch Lightsworn guy, but I think Explorer Dragon might be a slightly better choice, because keep in mind the only level 5s you're playing is Esset, Nefet, and Curse of Dragon. And keep in mind, Curse of Dragon is a dark attribute monster, and I think most likely you'll be synchroing with Curse of Dragon more than you will be Esset, Nefet. So you have to Explorer Dragon there for the occasion, and yeah. But for what it's worth, Explorer Dragon Wing can still get in there, and he can still just wreck some serious faces. He's still a great reliable card for whatever you need him for. And for level 8s, all we're doing for level 8s, nothing really too special. Scrap Dragon, Stardust Spark, and 1 Hot Red Dragon Archmage. Just typical good level 8 synchro monsters, and they're dragon type monsters too, so that makes the deck even better. And yeah, that's it. Oh, that's my mother talking. Sorry, Dragoon. Sorry, everyone. And to finish all the extra deck, the entire deck profile, why not end the video? Then, of course, the main favorite card of the entire deck profile, and that is 2 copies of Dark Magician Girl, the Dragon Knight. The idea key card that inspired me to make this deck right here requires a Dark Magician Girl and a Dragon type monster. You can also bring her out with Eye of Timaeus. Sadly, we're not playing Eye of Timaeus. Once per turn, during either player's turn, you can discard 1 card from your hand graveyard, destroy any face-up card I think any face-up card, or is it just any card? Destroy any card, I target one. Yeah, any face-up card. So, whenever your opponent drops a big card that you don't want to deal with, just be like, oh, no problem, pitch a card. Bye, get rid of it. And while she's doing that, the rest of your Heretics and the rest of your Dragons can just proceed to just annihilate what else is going on in the field, and just proceed to just annihilate what's going on, while she is your answer to whatever is going to cost you the game, except for Skill Drain. Like, Skill Drain might hurt this deck a little bit. It might hurt her a little bit, unless you have Forbidden Lands, but other than that, or Amnesty. But other than that, she can still allow you to get over some huge serious things. And even if her effect does get negated by Skill Drain, worst case scenario, she's still a 26 beater, and that Skill Drain is a problem. Keep in mind, you can activate, as long as you have not used her effect yet, you can use her effect in response of Skill Drain, pitch a card, bye-bye Skill Drain, and just proceed with the rest of your stuff of what you're doing. Alright, there, everyone. That right there was my DMG Hieratic deck profile. Thank you all again for watching this video. For those who do not know who I am, my name is Christian Dragoon. I have my own YouTube channel. And my YouTube channel, I do Yu-Gi-Oh! Dragons, Carbide Vanguard Dragons, I do deck profiles, reviews, rants, discussions, and I have a couple segments where I help people make their own version of Dragon decks. And thanks again, Xaldin, for allowing me to post this video on your channel. We might have a link in the description of this channel that I'm talking about in the description down below for those who want to check me out. Again, thank you all again for watching, and as always, take care, comment, rate, subscribe, tell Xaldin what you think, and I'll see you all at my channel for those who are interested in seeing my channel. Bye.